Hi guys, today we'll look into a scenario in which France and Spain goes to war in 2022. Yeah, we can't forget about French Guiana. What would happen if this war even took place? Unlikely, I don't think this will take place. But, it's still possible, nevertheless. But, would it happen? Realistically, no. In this universe, nope. Everything is as I say. So that would technically mean that, anything is possible. Well, the first thing to happen is, France occupies Catalonia. Why do they occupy Catalonia? Because they're rebellious and allow it to happen. Yeah. France likely would have naval dominance, so they take these islands. France is way stronger. Who are Spain's allies? Britain? No. Italy? Maybe. But we could go through historical rivalry. Well, in the Napoleonic Wars, Britain helped. But Spain has high morale and they push France back up, but not in the rebellious areas that want to join. And they push France to the border in this spot. And I'll be right. After a bit of reorganization, France makes a naval landing in the ocean. No, I'm kidding. That's impossible, too. But they land here, and they start pushing in. They advance in, and eventually they connect here again. But now they start their full-scale invasion. France is not really in a good spot at this time, yes. Well, they would most likely have forces in this bunch of African nations. Well, if we go by rivalries, we could get Morocco involved, which automatically leads to him involved. And let's say Western Sahara gets involved. No, let's say they don't. Well, we could say they got involved. Debatable. But Morocco, I think, is stronger than Spain. Yeah. And they also occupy much of Western Sahara. And I don't know if this makes any sense, but I hope it does. And Morocco ideally, technically looks like this. Well, I think it's something like that. And then the recipient is going to be on the blue team. Because that's what makes sense. If these countries get involved. But they say the aggressor never wins. And, an invasion into Western Sahara begins. Which is a complete success and a failure for the blue team. With Moroccan forces entering Algerian lands. With France advancing quickly. But Portugal, who doesn't want Iberia to be under Morocco rule again, does something amazing. They get involved, but the problem is, right now it appears as France is in the best position. Will they get peace? No. But do they try? Yes. And they cross. Morocco crosses. And they continue their push towards Algiers. Ideally, Algeria should win. Morocco should win, but they're fighting on multiple fronts overextending. Well, France does one thing. They kind of got Italy involved, and one problem. Italy doesn't do so well. But now the blue team is kind of starting to outnumber the other team, with Algeria losing its coast. I mean, they do push their navy significantly. Naval dominance is firmly put into France's hands, with France taking the coast, Algiers falling. And how come Algeria keeps fighting? Don't ask me. What do you really want to fight if this is what your country looked like? France then starts a campaign into Italy, cutting Italy into two. Which basically means, and then the French troops that enter steal pizza. What? Well, they would steal pizza. Who wouldn't steal pizza? Pizza in Italy is overpriced, I think. They enter Portugal. They head up to Lisbon. They take Lisbon. Not a surprise. Not a surprise. But do they not realize one thing? Oh, wait. They didn't. This is bad. This is pretty bad, France. You didn't even notice. Your rival was planning something. Oof. They persuade Germany to join them. Oof. France? You okay? France is like, do I have? Let's send a peace treaty. Oof, France. You don't get your peace. I guess you must. No. Belgium stays neutral because it's its best bet. And the Netherlands then stays neutral in return. Belgium's like, yeah, I'm protected by the Treaty of London. You can't do anything about it, anyone. And then Britain's like, yeah, the Treaty of London. With naval failures for France. With the southern part of Spain starting to fall. But Spain does one thing. They move their troops into Portugal. And they do this, cutting across. Eventually managing to encircle Madrid. But the only problem is, there's close, this is logistically easy for Morocco. But with them falling, this is mostly due to the fact that they reorganized forces to invade Germany. Which, should they? Debatable, but I doubt they should. Really? I have 50 subscribers. It's pretty chill. And there goes my freezer. And so they push into France. France is like, oh no. Italy takes advantage of this and does this. And while France is falling back, you know who isn't? Anymore? Germany, who changed its front. The Basque region, separatist region, now falls. And Catalonia is trying to negotiate peace. And well, they're kind of screwed with the Navy, but as you can see, France's Navy is kind of taking a beating, which is great for France. No, I'm kidding. With the French Navy basically saying, sacre bleu. And Britain, I guess this is why they say Britannica rules the waves. France, I guess you are in trouble, because Britannica does rule the waves, in fact. With the areas Morocco is occupying in, Portugal slowly starting to fall. Eventually in Algeria, they make a major campaign encircling these forces. Italy manages to do this. Britain continues its push further, but British troops in Germany push out. And they go round the border of Belgium to do this. And, well, they make some landings in Morocco. And, well, Moroccan front lines are overstretched and start falling back. But by Gibraltar, they are basically starving. Then Algeria, they're basically too far. Without naval dominance, it's hard to hold a long coastal one. It's Catalonia, a separatist area in the area of Spain. You know what they say? Enough is enough, France. You're not occupying us. We want real independence. And well, what do they mean by real independence? Well, they get rid of all the French troops. And then they're like, hey, Spain, want to use my land to invade them? And Spain is like, how? Well, once you hit my border, I'll let you, in exchange for some Catalonian-speaking lands in France. And well, they completely get starved. Then this happens. With a complete, on every front, France starts collapsing with the crossing of the Pyrenees Mountains. Tell me how that's possible. How do you cross mountains? Well, I think there's mountains somewhere in Morocco, not quite sure. You know where the mountains are? Well, they push them from Gibraltar, and they start a major siege. And I mean major because, well, and finally, Morocco is forced out of lands, with Western Sahara declaring their independence. Moroccan forces rush right out of a lot of lands, including rushing out of these lands a fear of encirclement. Well, France is in trouble, Morocco's in trouble. Well, who falls first? Well, Morocco. And well, everybody is upset because Morocco fell. Well, France is in trouble. Bordeaux then falls. Nice, Lyon, Marseille falls. They push down to Paris and then they encircle it and take it. And the rest of France is sacre bleu as they collapse. And the peace treaty gained land from France and a bit of land from Morocco. They occupy that part of Morocco and this part of France. The orange is Britain. This part is Britain, and that's their occupation. This here is Germany. That's their occupation. They gained a bit of land there. Britain gained a bit of land from France. Britain occupies that land in Morocco. Algeria occupies that land and gained a big chunk. So the countries got bigger in the peace treaty. Spain looks like it lost land because Catalonia gained land, but really they didn't. It just appears that way. And then Italy occupied a sliver of land from France. France is completely occupied and Morocco is completely occupied. I just thought maybe change around the way the peace treaty works because I don't think I usually do it by occupation zones. That's uncommon. So I thought maybe to spice this video up, I would do that. Because who doesn't like spice? Well, there is a fight over that, but there is something. Comment your favorite emoji. Just put your favorite emoji. I will respond with an emoji to your favorite emoji. So, you can put your favorite emoji. And also, we're trying to get to 75 subscribers, so please subscribe. I like comments. If you want a video idea, please comment it. I will do your video idea. But please put in front of it Wild Mappa. Because he's pretty wild. I know who he is. Well, yeah, obviously, because I'm him. But, he's pretty chill. He's a chill dude. He likes capybaras. You know what? Who approved my channel? Capybaras. Remember the capybara special where the capybaras took over the world? They just beat up the earth. Yeah, capybaras are strong. Maybe that is their secret plan, to take over the world. And they saw my video and they're like, hey, Venezuela, Brazil, Paraguay. Their eyes are on Argentina. I think capybaras live on this side of the Andes. Yeah. And yeah, I like how a bit of France, you know who annexed that land? Germany, to make the German Empire. Yeah, no, I'm kidding. But yeah, they did annex it. They didn't make a German Empire. Please subscribe. We are at 50 subscribers. That's 25 away from 75. And when we hit 75, there'll be another special. And then 100, and then 150, and then 200, then 250, then 500 subscriber special. Then we'll have the 1,000 subscriber special. So please subscribe, and you should show this to everyone you know, this channel to everyone you know. The more people that see this channel, the better. And if you made it to this point in the video, please leave a recommendation for another video. And that's all for today's video. I hope you liked. I hope you please like and subscribe. That's all for today's video. Wild